Welcome to the Blue Cafe. We offer stories of infidelity, betrayal, and redemption. Please like and subscribe. Cheers. Now, on to today's story. From my heart to your heart. Untagged. I am not good at putting words together, but I wanted to tell all of you how much I feel your pain and devastation. Sending you hugs and prayers. Briefly about myself: unfaithful partner in the past, betrayed wife in the present, and the happiest single mom on earth to the most amazing baby boy. I know that most of you do not believe that cheaters may change. However, some of them do if they really want to. I am absolutely not saying you should stay and reconcile. Rebuilding a trust is an extremely hard thing for both partners. Do not take it easy. Be gentle and caring with yourself. Take baby steps. Do not get over it, get through this, because it will bring you the real you, wise, strong, amazing person who, despite being stabbed in the back, remained a human being, loving and kind. You are all badasses with the heart of an angel. And please, do forgive your unfaithful. To forgive doesn't mean to forget. Do this for yourself. By forgiving, you're letting go of that anger and revenge. Trust me, karma is a beseech. As an unfaithful person in the past, I can assure you that cheating is never about you, it's about running away from yourself. Also, I noticed how many posts here from betrayed men. This is so unusual, and I am so sorry. I know that you think that something is wrong with you because you've been cheated on. This is very stereotypical thinking. There is nothing wrong with the one who is faithful. There is definitely something wrong with the one who cheated. I do encourage all of you to get a good counselor and have a good support system. That kind of trauma hits directly into your identity. That's why most of us don't know who we are anymore. We will have to discover that again. This is the path of finding yourself and building a healthy relationship with yourself first. I wish you all peace in your heart, and please take care of yourself while healing. Eat, drink, and try to sleep. That's very vital. DLTR, just some words of support from both unfaithful and betrayed. Looking for tips on how to get sole custody over my son. Parenting. I know there are some of you who had to go through a painful divorce and ugly custody battle. To be upfront, I am not trying to destroy my soon-to-be ex-husband's life. I have reasons for filing for sole custody. As of today, he wasn't physically abusive, but did threaten, though. He doesn't have drug/alcohol abuse. However, he has a criminal record of DV. I am going to hire an attorney, but wanted to check here if there are any helpful tips on how to get sole custody. TL, doctor, looking for advice on how to get sole custody. Why would a single guy date a single mom? Dating a single mom. Okay, so I am a single mom, 33 years old, of a 6-month-old baby, and I wasn't looking for relationships or even dating at all. Like at all. My marriage ended very badly. I was busy with my son and was working and still is on my own healing. But a few months ago I started chatting with 2 guys on Facebook. We didn't meet through any dating website. I told them both I wasn't ready for a relationship, but I was okay to chat, talk, and maybe even meet for a walk one day. As of today, it seems like they both are interested in dating me. They both are 36 years old, no kids. So my question is really why? Why would a single 36 years old a guy want to date a woman who has an infant baby? I am really curious. I don't want to sound paranoid, but I do want to understand that. Is there a thing about women like me or what? Embarrassed smiley face, TLDR. Single guy is interested in dating a single mom of a newborn. Why does he need this? I still can't believe that I made it to this point. Parenting. Long story short, getting married, I did not expect in the worst nightmare that my husband would turn into an abusive asshole and made me leave our home 2 weeks prior giving birth to our son. I left pretty much nowhere. He stayed in a big town home. I don't have a family here and I had nowhere to go. I knew I won't be able to work and then won't be able to pay for a nanny. I was so desperate along with dealing with my emotions because my husband was having a love affair with a girl, not even hiding it. I was blessed to get a house assistance for the first year, so I brought my son to a peaceful home. I was able to survive on my maternity leave money and money from my friends. Then the virus hit and I was able to stay longer with my little one without getting back to work. In my home country the maternity leave is 3 years. So now my son is 9 months and we only started daycare for 3 hours a day. And I still can't believe I made it. How? How I didn't fall apart. How was I able to give him proper care without any help? Single parents are superheroes. My life is slowly getting back on rails and I am glad to build some stability and bring consistency to my life. Just wanted to share with you guys. TLDR, I left my husband when I was pregnant and I was able to manage everything by myself. Still surreal. Email from WS. Need support. I don't know if I should laugh or cry. Or both. So my STBXH sent another epic email to me. It's been 10 months since we separated, he wanted me out of his house and life and I was pregnant. So I won't provide all the details but he named the reasons for marrying me and I think he assumed it would sound nice. So he said, I married you because you're, 1 sensible, 2 you have good taste and manners, 3 you're a good mother, 4 you have a good sense of harmony about the house. Who the FK marrying someone just because they have good taste and a sense of harmony about the house? I want to vomit. If I only knew this I would never get married. I, naively, thought he married me because he loved me. Yeah, I know, how silly of me, my heart cries tonight. TLDR, my husband sent another dumb email tonight and it hurts. Will I ever be myself again and want a relationship? Advice. Okay, so I don't even know where to start. I am a single mom with a 10-month-old baby. I left my husband 2 weeks prior I gave birth to my son. So it's been almost a year since I left. My main values are family, love, and care. Right now I am so into surviving and taking care of my son that I feel nothing towards men. I went through horrific betrayal. I see. I know I am traumatized. I know it may be hormones as well. But I read posts about how people feel lonely, want to date, want to have someone in their lives, and I don't feel any of that. At all. I don't need any of that and it scares me. Will I ever be normal again? Want sex or affection or date someone? I used to be very into all of the above. I am extremely happy when I am with my son, I am not depressed. But when I think of some guy who would come into my life I have quite a bad PTSD reaction. I feel that I might never be the same again. Anyone had a similar experience out here? TLDR, it's been a year after separation and I don't want to be close or intimate with anyone. Child support or father. Finances. I am extremely sad tonight. My husband didn't break up on good terms, but I do not want our relationship to affect our parenting. It's been a year since our son was born and I was waiting for him to take any responsibility. He paid for 3 months out of 12. Today I told him that I filed for child support and he fell to pieces. He basically is saying that it's either him or child support. He said he can't come to us anymore. He said he is not a father anymore, just a male parent. It doesn't make sense to me. All. TLDR, the father refuses to take any financial responsibility. Today is International Women's Day and I don't feel myself a woman anymore. Post-separation. First I want to wish all women here to be loved again and to feel needed. I lost myself as a woman and I don't know if it will ever change. It's been 1.5 years since we broke up with my husband and the pain is still here and I feel broken. I am raising our boy who is turning 15 months tomorrow and I am so happy to be a mom. But that's it. I made my life Groundhog Day. Work home. I have 10 minutes to myself each day when I take a shower. That's it. I don't want to have life. I am not ready to date, to smile, to flirt, etc. etc. It all feels completely off. I don't even know if I am still human. I recently had a second D-Day and it killed me. He gaslighted me for a year wanting to reconcile but blaming me for everything, telling me what a good Christian he became and that his AP is not a good person and he blocked her. Well, I learned that they see each other, sleep with each other and have all this romantic/intense connection. He told me today he is not a cheater, because he has been faithful to his mistress for the last 2 years even though they are not in a relationship. What an argument. He said basically that I am a crazy jealous person and he did that because I was jealous. Anyway, I finally am ready to file for divorce. There were strong reasons why I couldn't do that before. Soon I will stop his cheating by divorcing him. So he won't have any excuse for his AP why they can't be in a relationship. I know she wants a family and kids, yeah, she ignores the fact that he kicked his pregnant wife out of his home. I think they must be together, so they won't be able to hurt other people. TLDR, I don't know how to feel myself a woman again. To all BS, I wonder if anyone would want to connect and stay in touch. Untagged. If it goes against group rules, please let me know. I was wondering if there is such a thing here as a kind of meeting group, or just meeting in person to support each other. I am from the WA, Seattle area. Not looking for a new relationship because I am not ready. But who can understand more than another betrayed spouse? Looks like things are reopening in WA state and I haven't been social in months. If there is anyone from my area, I would love to connect and support each other during these crazy times. TLDR, support and communication among BS in person. My husband was served today with divorce papers and my wedding ring. Need support. I finally did that. I feel like a total loser in life. I am 34 and this is my second divorce. I told myself I am done with marriages. I want to focus now on starting a small business and not even look at men. I need to find ways to be able to provide for my baby. My second marriage was a total joke and a nightmare. I moved out after 11 months of being married. I moved out 2 weeks before giving birth to our son. I couldn't take any more of his abuse and open love affair. It's been 15 months since I left and I finally filed for divorce. Don't expect them to change. If they will, it's nice, but most likely they won't. Now he blames me for breaking this family. The level of their gaslighting is really impressive. Being his wife was the most humiliating thing in my whole life. TLDR, filed for divorce and feel terrible. My heart is heavy for filing for divorce. Prayer request. It may be a weird post but I really need support. I am originally from Ukraine, which in 99% means I am an Orthodox Christian by default. My relationship with church and God has not been easy. Only recently I was reflecting on things that happened in my life/marriage and I realized my values actually come from my religion. There is nothing more important than family, there is nothing worse than betrayal. My husband has been cheating on me from the very beginning. When I decided to leave him I was 2 months pregnant and he stopped me, blaming me for breaking the family, so I stayed. It eventually turned out to be an absolute nightmare and I moved out 2 weeks before giving birth to our son. It's been 15 months since then and I finally filed for divorce. It's the worst feeling when you marry for life and family is everything. I never thought I would end up being a single mom. I had a rough year. I had to break all those stereotypes in my head in order to not go crazy. Please tell me I am doing the right thing filing for divorce and I actually have the right to do that in the eyes of God. My husband still continues his affair and is absolutely not remorseful. I am tired of apologizing to him for his actions and cheating. I am burnt out. TLDR, filed for divorce and it feels devastating. Today it feels like AP is everywhere. Rant. Sorry but I need to let it out today. Things were doing good after he was served with divorce papers. He actually backed off for the first time and left me alone. Today when he brought our son back from visitation, I took him out of my ex-car and looked at my son. I look at him and see fairly long dark hair on his clothes. I have blonde hair. AP has dark hair. It just pissed me off. He started telling me it was my hair. Really? I know I can't really tell anything, BC, it's his business who to be with, but I was so freaking triggered. Like, first she was on my husband and now she is spreading onto my child. I hate her. I want her to just dissolve. Skeptical. End of rant. TLDR, noticed AP's hair on my son's clothes and it pissed me off. My ex missed the window to reply to divorce docs, yay. Going to the church with my abuser. Hello all. I need your advice on my current situation. Briefly, I married a person 3 years ago who turned into an absolutely abusive man. I was abused in every possible way, cheated on, etc. I was forced to leave our home and be homeless at the end of my pregnancy. For the last 2 years I've been in individual therapy and am still broken from what has happened and that I ended up being a single parent. I still have strong PTSD and panic attacks if I have to deal with my ex-husband. After I left, he out of the blue started learning about Russian Orthodox Church. I suspect he liked the idea that a wife must submit to her husband and he interpreted it in his abusive way. I started going to church on Sundays when I was able to. Recently I went again and was absolutely shocked to see him in my church. By saying I mean I am Russian and I found a Russian church where I went. It is obvious that I feel more comfortable among my own community. That church also has a liturgy for Americans but in a different building. My ex-husband knew that I chose to go to that church. He was going to a different one, American, since he is American. I couldn't breathe when I saw him. I had a very bad PTSD attack. I felt fear. He threatened me with physical violence. People in church didn't know who he was as he plays a perfect family man. I decided to talk to a priest and tell him who he really is and ask if it's possible for him to go to the American liturgy at a different time so I don't have to live in fear coming to my church for peace. My ex-husband already threatened me via email if I go and talk to someone. I understand that church is for everyone, but it feels like it's just too much. My heart is being ripped apart. TLDR, my abusive ex-husband is stalking me in my church and I don't know what to do. Update on my previous post about going to church with an abuser. Hi all, thank you for your advice and support, I really appreciate it. I thought to give you an update on my current situation. So yesterday I went to church after work to talk to the priest who specifically guides my abusive ex. I told him everything that happened. He said it is a difficult situation and that he would need to talk to him. We talked for an hour and he said that they were having a party. BC, one of the families was leaving the state and he asked me if I wanted to join. I said absolutely and we went outside to the bishop's house. Well, after a few minutes I saw my ex. My whole body was just freezing and I couldn't talk for a minute. The priest said he didn't know about him coming. I and other women went inside the house and 10 minutes after he came in, there were many people, but as soon as I saw him I said I was leaving. It is absolutely non-negotiable to me. So I left. It feels like I am hallucinating seeing him in my community. He is an American guy who was never interested in me, my culture, my people, and only said terrible things about all of the above. I feel absolutely terrible that he stayed and I left with my child. I will talk to the bishop, but if they say that I have to ignore him and move on, I will go and get a restraining order. They might think he is remorseful. I don't believe he is. He never apologized, only said I deserved everything, and he keeps being aggressive towards me outside of the church. He wants me to pretend that nothing has happened and my feelings are not valid so he can get away with everything and not feel guilt. Well, this is not going to happen. He is crossing the line. Thank you for listening. TLDR, my abusive ex keeps coming to my church. Update on my default divorce and else. Update. Hi all. Just wanted to share an update on my situation, link to my previous post. So it's been over 30 days for him to appeal the default, but he never did. I know that I am blessed to have such an easy divorce with minor kids. I put in the parenting plan visitations every Sunday for 4 hours as he requested himself. Recently, I went to my church, Russian Orthodox, after some break and I saw him there. To say I was shocked is to say nothing. It absolutely felt like stalking and another opportunity for him to trigger me. He was dressed nicely and wanted to appear as an amazing family guy. Guess what? For a few weeks of his attendance he already started pursuing a woman there, which I tried to warn my community about and had 2 serious conversations with 2 different priests. I brought all the evidence of his criminal records, his abusive behavior, and said he is not attending church for religious reasons. He is not even Orthodox and he is not Russian, and openly said not once he is racist towards Slavs. I told him I will tell everyone about who he is and received a few threatening emails from him. As a revenge he stopped coming to our son's visitations, and guess what? Today he emailed me that he doesn't want to have such an abusive person like me in his life and he is letting go of our son. I know, what a sacrifice of him as soon as he found a new victim. I know how lucky I am, even though I doubt he is serious. He dropped visitations not once, and it's his form of hurting me through our child. I wish he would disappear forever from our lives. I will pray for that. He started to hang out on forums about abusive relationships and sees himself as a victim of abuse. I won't be surprised if he would tell people that it was me who cheated on him. Oh, and he recently moved out from our townhome and told our landlord we were moving due to my commute to work. We broke up 2 years ago. He is a pathological liar and will lie to people to keep his story in his mind valid that he is a victim. It was never a problem for him to move on. It's been 2 years and I can't even look at men or want a relationship, and it saddens me so much. I was born in a traditional family with traditional values and I ended up as a single parent with 0 support. My family is not in the US, so it's just me and my baby boy. TLDR, my ex failed to appeal default and already found a new victim. I can't believe I met someone. Progress. As the title says. It's been 1 month only, since we started talking, but I can't believe I can actually have feelings for someone. I thought I was dead as a woman. I can't believe how much we have in common, good and bad. We both were cheated on and that was the reason for divorce. What's interesting is that he is not really my type, which is probably good. BC I used to choose a-holes, woman face palming, but I am magnetized by his personality. He is kind, very smart, funny, caring, totally accepts my situation. I have a 19-month-old baby, and is open about his intentions. Does not want to rush things. We met only once but constantly chatted. I am actually very excited that this is happening. Just wanted to share with you guys. Sending you good vibes and that there is a hope for us. Stay strong. TLDR, I recently met someone I'm starting to have feelings for.